Hello guys and welcome back. Now I can say welcome back to my channel. So today we are going through this speed build, obviously, of my entry for Catpanda1 on the gallery or Catina on YouTube. I have her linked in the description. She's one of my friends. But basically this is her shell challenge. So yeah, let's see here. So I'm going for a, cottage style for this one. Oh, I should probably say before I get into it, but, so I had, before sped up or cut or anything, I had 3 hours and 34 minutes of footage, so I had to cut a lot out. I cut some of the landscaping out, just, repetitive things. There's 3 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms, and so I left the downstairs bathroom in and the master bath, but I cut the other bathroom out on the upstairs, but you'll see it in screenshots. So that's why there will be a lot of cuts, because I needed to shorten the video, and it's still pretty long. So yeah, so right now I'm going through the windows. I kind of had a basic floor plan for the downstairs. I really liked this shell actually, because it's probably something I would build on my own, like this kind of shell. So yeah, I had so much trouble with the windows by the doors because they kept glitching, saying they were on the same tile, blah, 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 blah. It was such an issue for me. Oh my gosh. But I finally got it. I finally figured it out, but it took me forever. I love using that little wall vent thing. I use it everywhere. But, so, yeah, my idea for this house was kind of like grandma's house. It's on the gallery. If you read the description, I'll explain it more. But I was kind of putting this story along in my head as I made this house, that the grandparents were, obsessed with their grandkids. So they have their grandkids' art everywhere, their grandkids' toys, stuff like that. And I also had this idea that the grandma would love cats, but her husband or the grandpa was allergic, so she just would take care of all the stray cats. So I actually made it a cat hangout, like the lot trait, which I thought kind of fit, even though it's not in Brindleton Bay. But you don't have to be in Brindleton Bay to have cats, I guess. The roofing, I was actually quite surprised it was so easy, because I don't know, I always have a hard time with roofing, but I figured it out pretty easily, which is always nice, I'll take what I can get. So this roof pattern or tile, I don't really know what you call it. I normally use the black swatch of that, but I decided to go for something new, and I actually really liked the brown swatch too. But I also feel like you have to have kind of like a specific type of build for the brown swatch, But, also, I should just mention, I'm probably not going to voice over the whole video. Landscaping is probably where I'll cut out and put some music for the rest. But I'll talk for a little bit. So yeah, I kept it in Willow Creek, the whole thing, more because I didn't feel like moving it than anything else. But it would probably fit much better in Windenburg. But I mean, it's fine. It is what it is, I guess. So yeah, I really love both the exterior and the interior, but I spent a lot of time on the exterior, landscaping especially, and I really love how it turned out, so it was all worth it. Obviously, it's sped up, so you can't tell how long I spent picking a floor, but it took me so long, because, that glorious grain, I think it's called, I always use that. So, but it only has 4 swatches, and I have a custom content piece that adds tons of swatches, but I can't use custom content obviously, so I didn't use it because I didn't like any of the swatches on the other one that would actually work in the house, So I ended up using this one, which I never use really. It's base game, I'm pretty sure. It actually really works. I had so much trouble trying to figure out this master bathroom situation, and then I ended up just not even putting the bathroom there. You'll see in a second what I did. So, yeah, so I ended up making this the master bathroom and that like the public bathroom. So it actually worked out. That was a weird little corner to furnish, but I think I got it all right. So yeah, just kind of placing the floors down and stuff, and then we're gonna start actually furnishing in a second. Yeah, so I wanted to make it like rustic and cottagey, but I didn't want to go like super crazy and ridiculously all wood, like stuff like that, you know? So I was trying to find a good kind of medium with the light, and I ended up using these little, like, I think they're called kettlebell lights from City Living, and above the dining table, and then just the saucer lights I use all the time for every other room. And I think the little kettlebells looked really cute above the dining table. It was like that perfect little touch. So yeah. Let's see, what else? Oh yes, dining tables. Again, I didn't want to go like super crazy with the wood, so I ended up going for this university one. I changed the swatch in a second, so it's gray instead of the wood color, and I just think it kind of evened it out a little, so it wasn't all wood. And I also think the gray just looked better. Throughout this, you might see me placing items like plants outside. That is just for me to use later when I go into landscaping, which you will see me do. I love this rug, but again, it's another one of those things where I feel like it's kind of you need a specific place to use it, so I was so glad when I could. So yeah. I ended up making this little plant corner right there, and I think it turned out so cute. I sized down plants and just made a whole little corner, and it's adorable. I really like it. And then on the other corner, I put the buffet table from Seasons. I don't know why I said the, so weird. And then the little and then a little mirror right there. Sorry, there was some glitching there, but so yeah, I think it turned out really cute. I always like putting little areas where, you know, you can see yourself before you leave the house, make sure you look okay, because I feel like that's something you would want in real life, so I put in my Sims builds too. I spent a long time looking for something to put in that corner because I wanted to put the globe bar that comes with Vintage Glamour, but Catina doesn't have Vintage Glamour, so I couldn't use it. So it was honestly a struggle, but then I ended up finding this Seasons buffet table right here, and I thought it worked so perfectly, so I ended up using that, changed it to white, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and just really cluttered it up. Oh yeah, this is when I don't know why, but all of a sudden my game started being like, you have to press Control 9 now to raise things up, which I never had to do before. So it kept like yeeting my camera all over the place, and I was so confused. But, so that's, if you see any more of that, I tried to cut most of it out, but if you see any more of that, that's just what that is. I love that little jar on the very end. It's from Dine Out, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, all the swatches are so pretty. It's huge. You have to size it down, but it's just so pretty. So I decided to use that in that kind of like beiges and red swatch. So yeah, like I said, just kind of cluttering it up, making it look like a well-loved home. I was trying to find something to put in that little area. I'm realizing now I probably could have put like a thermostat in, but I didn't think of that at the time. You know, maybe grandparents old-fashioned. They don't need no thermostat. But and then I made like a little I don't think accent wall is the right word, but just like a little wall with some artwork and stuff. Really cute. I really love those signs with like the fruits on them. I need to use those more because they're super cute. But yeah, I wanted to use that like mirror thing so bad, but I could not find somewhere to use it. It just screamed grandma to me, but I couldn't find somewhere, and it was so sad. But you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. So yeah, I'm putting the door to what I was originally having it I was originally planning on it being a bathroom, or not a bathroom, sorry, an office, but then I decided to change it to kind of like a little utility slash storage room, and I also put some laundry machines in there, so it's kind of just like a little, like I said, storage room, kind of throw all your junk in there, but you can easily get rid of all that stuff and make it an office or a big bathroom or probably even a bedroom. I spent forever, like so long, looking for a freaking couch because I didn't want to use like all the same couches I always use, so I wanted to use something new. That's what I like about shell challenges. It kind of forces you to use different styles and objects you don't use as much, or at least that's what I find. And I don't really like those couches, but in this particular what is the word? Instance, I think they're really cute there. Like, it just works. Also, I'm placing the ducks there, so the duck statue that I'm alt placing doesn't snap up there. I delete them in a second. Don't worry, I'm just getting the TV. This red shelf, if I can find it, I'll link it in the description. Oh my freaking gosh, it's a lifesaver. I'm not really gonna explain it. I know Adeline on YouTube has a video on how to use it, so I'll link that too if I remember. I saw a thing somewhere and it was like Sims YouTubers are the CEOs of saying they'll link things and then not doing it, and honestly I didn't agree with anything more. But so I'll try to remember for you, even if I can't find the shelf, like the link to the shelf, I'll put that in. But it's basically just to make clutter easier to place, and have things like not float and stuff, and it's just amazing. I know that clutter item is from Vintage Glamour. I go in and delete it in a second. So yeah, don't worry. Oh my gosh, finding an end table for some reason was such a struggle for me. Because it was kind of like a little corner area, so all of the end tables had like pretty front what's the word, like little drawers and stuff, and so it looked weird because there's no really I guess not weird way to display it, but I've ended up choosing this one and I think it's really cute and it fit the space well. I was trying to make some of the wooden furniture items like white and gray, like the end table and the dining table, to kind of break it up from all the wood that was going on. And I think it worked. I didn't think it looked like super clashy, which is sometimes an issue you can get. So that's good. And so just placing some plants and stuff. This bookshelf from Discover University, I thought worked really well. It was just super cluttered, I don't know. I just felt like it really worked in the space. Don't ask me why, because I cannot really tell you. It just kind of did. So yeah, I was placing some paintings around the place. Just, they're grandparents. They have a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's me. I replaced the Vintage Glamour thing with a little cat toy, which I was kind of going with, like, the idea of that's their grandkids' cat toy. Because, like I said earlier, I have this kind of idea that they adore their grandkids, like most grandparents do, But I just kind of took it and ran with it. So moving on to the kitchen in a second, I believe. Just adding some more items under the stairs. I wanted to make it look super cute, and I really wanted to use that laundry day thing with the 3 plants. I felt it worked so perfectly, and under the stairs was like the perfect little spot for it. So I was so glad about that. So yeah, like I said, we're moving on to the kitchen now. I went with these base game counters with like the wood tones and then the white actual countertop part, and this tile, which I almost never use, but it worked pretty well. I used a lot of things that I don't typically use because I don't really build in this like kind of grandma-esque style. It's just not kind of how I like to build, but I love the build, but it's not like my just natural preference of what I do. So I felt those like the little pictures, scream grandma to me. I wanted to put both of them, but they just weren't snapping, and then I felt it was like a little bit excessive. So I only put one. And if you saw me put the sink in the other room, that's when I kind of had the idea to change it from an office to like a utility room. And I actually love how the utility room turned out so much. Using these Parenthood curtains here, because they fit those windows really well. And then just placing clutter, because I wanted to have tons of clutter in the house. That's just because it's a grandparents' home. It's like a family home, you want it to make it feel very cozy, lived in, very loving, I guess, is not the right word, but also kind of is. I don't really know. So I was just alt placing some clutter there, because, everything snaps super weird in The Sims 4. Sorry. And then I added a column to make it look like the wall ending was less abrupt. You can't see it. It's just like how it works. It's there though. Don't worry. And I left that counter empty because you need a empty counter for your Sims to actually be able to cook. And you'll see in a little bit I changed the flooring, and then I tried to add a island, but I felt the little middle spot was just kind of not the right size to make an island work. So I deleted it and just ended up putting a rug and then a trash can, and I think it worked. It didn't look like it was missing something, which is kind of what I was worried about, it looking too empty, but it doesn't. And so this is my formal apology to Catina, because she doesn't have Get to Work, and that trash can is from Get to Work. And so towards the end, when I went to upload it, before I uploaded it to the gallery, I just saved it to my library to make sure it's all packs she had, and it said Get to Work, and I was so confused, and I forgot about that items used feature, and so I'm going through the whole house looking for what the Get to Work item is, and I cannot find it, and then I'm going back editing this video, and I realized that it's the trash can, and so then I texted her, and I was like, hey, just so you know, when you're touring the shell builds, if the trash can is missing, or it gets replaced with some weird trash can, don't worry, it had a trash can, it's just that item from Get to Work. And she's like, you know about that items used feature, right? And I was like, yeah, I just forgot about it, I swear. And she was laughing at me, and then I felt kind of stupid, but it's fine. So I really like the what is it called? Like the tiled floor like that, but it has like little designs in it. I can't really think of what it's called right now, but that kind of tile. And I really wanted to use it. And then I found this wallpaper with the little tiles at the bottom that match that floor, and I was so happy that I found that, because it just looks so good, because it's the same color and everything, and it's super realistic, and I was just so happy when I found that. So yeah, just kind of a bathroom. I don't know, I don't spend tons of time on the bathroom because it's just kind of a bathroom. There's not tons you can do. I see some people who can make like amazing bathrooms. Like, there's this one lady I watch on YouTube. She's a Sims builder. She mostly does challenges. And, she's actually, I was watching a video of hers. Her name is Sydney Macaretta. If I remember, I'll link her too. But, I was watching her. Every room is a different style, and she got cottage for the exterior. And that's where my inspiration for this came from, because I thought it was so cute. But anyways, she makes amazing bathrooms. They're so pretty. You'll see in the master bathroom, I have candles on the not sink, bathtub, and I got that idea from her because she makes it seem like they have like little candles on the bathtub to make it calming, and like they're leaning it. I love it. It looks so adorable. So that's where that came from. Just thought I'd give credit where credit is due, I guess. So yes, this is the new utility room, which was not my original plan, but I actually love how it turned out so much. I end up just using the basket shelves, which y'all, actually, that's a lie. I put the bulletin board there, yeah. I forgot to clutter that, and I only put one postcard on the bulletin board, which is such an epic fail by me. I'm sorry, Catina. I assume you're watching this. I'm sorry I failed you. This is my second apology to Catina. I need to get my act together, guys. Honestly, I'm so sorry. But I thought that pantry shelf from Dinah was so perfect for this build, so I had to use it, and I ended up sizing down the like divider and putting it there, and I thought it looked like cute and it worked there, and so I ran with it. And then I have that trio of rugs from, I believe it's Laundry Day. Is it Laundry Day or Tiny Living? I'm pretty sure it's Laundry Day. Oh my gosh, this is me struggling to find a matching fence to the railing for I don't know how long. So eventually I just changed the railing color so that something would match because I was sick of it, honestly. It was taking forever. And then I ended up using this get together. I was about to say get to work. No, get together one. And it kind of had this pretty design. It was really nice. I liked it a lot. You'll notice it only has, for right now, windows on the side and the front. Don't worry, I go back in towards the end and add more windows. And I have to delete like a couple wall paintings, but that's it. Don't worry, I add windows. I just kind of forgot, and then when I was going back to the exterior, I was like, oh gosh, I forgot windows. So don't worry, I will fix it, I promise. I love this wallpaper that I'm going to use. Again, it's like a specific type of build where it's like seems normal to use it, and I just don't build like that often, so I can't really use it, but it's so cute. And then the minute I got upstairs, I knew I had to use the cats and dogs bed because it constantly just screams grandparents to me. And, you know, that's the whole theme of the house. So it was very important to me that I used that bed, especially that swatch. But honestly, any swatch of that bed from Cats and Dogs would work. So yeah, and then I'm just adding paintings right now, as you can see. These two paintings on the wall here, the map and then that dog, will eventually have to get deleted because I put a window there. But that one in between the doors stays. And then I put the dresser in that little corner, and then I put a mirror and then just kind of some random stuff behind it, like a plant and I think a lamp too. And it ended up looking pretty good. I was honestly a little, I guess stumped is the right word on what I was going to put back there, but I really like how it turned out with the plant. That's my favorite plant. It's from Dine Out. It's so good. So yeah, and then I ended up putting, I'm looking for another plant, but I just changed my mind and decided to put a big lamp in there instead, especially because that bedside table doesn't have a lamp, so it kind of works as one. So yeah, and then I'm going to clutter up the dresser, and I also add, I also add that Parenthood mirror right there above it. And so, yeah, it's just really cute. I really liked how that bedroom turned out, actually, because it was honestly kind of a struggle for me to not go just totally crazy with the grandparents theme and make everything super old and stuff. So I think I kind of reach like a happy medium with this bedroom, and honestly the whole rest of the house, but I just really like this bedroom. You'll see me use that red shelf again in a second for these 2 clutter items. You can kind of see how it works. You place them on, and then it's like the perfect height, and then you just alt place it. So yeah, it's an amazing piece of custom content. And even if you don't like to have tons of custom content, I recommend you at least get that, because it is a life changer. So yes, like I was saying earlier, the master bathroom, which is the one on the left, I leave in, but then the other bathroom, I cut it out, but it's in the screenshots towards the end, so don't worry, you will be able to see it. Oh, so I was just adding this little mirror here, but I thought it looked empty, so I added these plants, which I love. They're from Dine Out again. I really like Dine Out as a pack. And I put them next to it, and I just thought it was like the perfect little touch, and it looks super cute. And then I added the City Living, I think they're from City Living, like big wall slats kind of that make, you'll see them in a sec. Yeah, they are from City Living because I filtered by. Yeah, these things, I put them there, and so they go through on the hallway and the bathroom, which you can see. I thought it was a nice little touch for that back wall there, because it was kind of empty. And then I ended up just putting like a little coat right there. And so this is the second bedroom, which I kind of thought they had as like a guest bedroom that they could put, that if like their grandkids came to stay or something, they could sleep there. I changed the swatch of the bed to a more neutral, because I thought like the blue, which is a super pretty color, I just thought it didn't work well with the walls, and I really wanted to use that wallpaper somewhere. So this room was actually a lot smaller than I realized, so it was kind of a squeeze to fit everything in, not gonna lie, but I managed. It's just a little weird, because like you can't even fit a double bed in there. Although, if you really wanted to, you could probably extend into the master bathroom a little bit, to make it a little bigger, and then you could probably fit a double bed in there. So yeah, you'll see I add some like artwork and stuff that was, it's from Parenthood, like the kids artwork. Again, going with the like their grandparents made, or not grandparents, oh my goodness, their grandkids made it theme. That painting gets deleted because of a window. So yeah, that one, and I'm pretty sure I put the other kids drawing in, not the skateboards, but it kind of looks like it's on skateboards, like the piece of wood. Maybe I didn't. I thought I did. I guess not. I must be thinking of the other one. But anyways, so again, just cluttering everything up. And then after this room, I'm pretty sure we go to the landscaping, and I think that's when I'm gonna cut out, because I've been talking for a solid half an hour, and honestly, I'm annoyed with myself, so I'm sure you guys are annoyed at me too. But I ended up swapping the big like tree from Laundry Day out with the grandfather's clock, because I have a grandfather's clock in my house, and I just think they're like so awesome, but I never go into the clock section other than for the one little like table clock that I put on my Sims nightstands, but I never look at the other ones. And so that's just, and then I went in and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I need this in this build. So I swapped out the tree, the little tree thing for the grandfather's clock, and I honestly think it looks better anyways, so that's good. This is the master bathroom, like I was saying. So I kept this one in. The little Seasons towel rack there. I'll show you the candles when I get to it. I love that shower. It's base game. It's so pretty looking. And I know the like wall slats clip a little. There's nothing I can really do about it. Oh, here's the candles. So I know it's a little annoying, so I just thought I'd point it out. Like, I acknowledge it. There's not a lot I can do about it. I put another one of those dine out plants there. I just thought it was a nice little touch. But anyways, that's the whole interior of the house. Like I said, I cut out the other bathroom, but it's in the screenshots. You'll see it because it will be the bathroom that wasn't in the speed build. But now we're going on to landscaping, so I'm probably just going to play some music over this part. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the build, and I will see you all tomorrow for a cast video. Bye, guys!
Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it will cave in and swallow me whole. Wondering why my mind keeps on spinning. This isn't how living to me was told. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but it's there. Wait for it to subside, but my mind won't apply. Waiting for the clear. Is it bad? Sometimes I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful. Listen, I can see the light, but I can also see the bones decay. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away. Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it'll cave in and swallow me whole. Wondering how the world keeps on spinning, kinda scared of living when it unfolds. Hard to see the light when everything is dying, waiting for the clear. Thankful I'm alive, but terrified of dying. But hey, I'm still here. Is it bad? Sometimes I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful. Listen, I can see the light, but I can also see the bones decay. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away.